Hello everybody, Sharon here, dropping into Shaping Memories to talk to you about a practice called Yin Yoga. The practice of Yin Yoga is based on ancient Chinese and Taoist principles which believe that there are energy pathways that run through our bodies. These pathways are called Qi or Prana. You may have heard it called either of those things. By stretching and deepening into poses, we're opening up any blockages and releasing that energy to flow freely. And the goal here is to hold these postures for 3 to 5 minutes. Yin is the more feminine, softer energy. Yang is the more masculine or harder, faster energy, which is found in a lot of yoga practices today where we're focusing on muscle strength and endurance and stamina. But with Yin Yoga, we want to focus a little bit deeper, turning the attention into the joints where the fascia, the tendons, the ligaments all run nice and deep. We want to get more blood flow to those areas and hold the poses a little bit longer because it takes longer for those tissues to react to the stretching. So that's what we'll be doing today. Normally you would hold these poses for 3 to 5 minutes. Maybe 10 to 20 minutes, depending on the instructor of the class. Today we'll just be doing about 6 breaths, so that may end up only being 1 to 2 minutes. I would encourage you to take this video and these poses and do them on your own if you can. And the poses that I'm choosing today, we can do seated in a chair. I'll explain as we go through how to adapt those poses to your chair yoga practice. It's a really nice way to go a little deeper inside, to calm the mind, and just learn how to move through discomfort with breath. So this is going to be a nice practice if you need to slow down. A lot of us are rushing and going and moving and doing, so Yin Yoga can be very restorative. Because we're holding these poses for so much longer, you're really going to learn how to breathe through any discomfort. And I encourage you to push yourself just to the point where you're comfortably uncomfortable, but never painful. We don't want any pain. I also encourage you to use your props. If you have yoga blocks, you can use yoga blocks, you can use pillows, rolled up blankets, anything that's going to help support you in these postures is going to be pretty awesome. I have my yoga blocks here, so I'll show you how to use those, but you could replace them with your rolled up blankets or towels or pillows, whatever you have available to support you. Breathing is very important in this practice. We're really working to find stillness. So if you can kind of avoid fidgeting and moving and just try to get yourself into the pose and stay there. Breathing's important. It gives you something to focus on while you're in these poses. So as the mind wanders and you want to move and fidget, you're going to use your breath to anchor you back into the pose. A good rule of thumb for breathing during these postures is that you double the length of your exhale to the inhale. So if you're breathing in for 4 seconds, hold at the top of the breath and then breathe out for 8 seconds or 5 to 10 seconds. However your practice works for you, the breath work is fine. But just really use your breath to help get you through these poses. Nothing that we do today is going to be too difficult. Any challenges that you may face, you may, like I said, prop yourself up with blankets and pillows, or use the breath to help be your guide, to help be your anchor. So we're going to lengthen some connective tissue, increase our flexibility, blood circulation, reduce stress levels. And once again, if you have any pain, back off of the pose. If you have any joint issues that are bothering you or flaring up, make sure that you talk to your doctor and find out if these poses are okay for you. So we're going to begin. We'd like to have you grab any blankets or props, maybe pause the video, and then find a comfortable seat, whether it's on the floor or it's sitting up in a chair. The first pose that we'll do is called Child's Pose or Balasana. And Child's Pose is a really comforting, grounding pose. To get into this pose, you'll need to start on all fours. If you're sitting in a chair, you're just going to have a pillow and you're going to hug the pillow and just let your body drape over the pillow. For child's pose, like to open the knees nice and wide, bring the big toes to touch, and if you cannot sit your bottom all the way back to your heels, go ahead and place a couple of blocks under your bottom, or pillows and blankets, whatever you need to get comfortable. And then just sit here for a moment. Take a deep breath in and out, settling into your body. And then slowly lean the chest over, walk the hands out. And the goal is to get your forehead down to the mat. If you cannot reach the mat with your forehead, go ahead and place blocks or pillows under your forehead. So we want to support our bodies here in these poses. Since we are wanting to be in the poses a little bit longer, it's important to be comfortable. So breathing in and breathing out, give yourself at least 6 to 10 breaths in this pose. Each breath in, you can feel an expansion that happens. And each long exhale, you can feel yourself just sinking down into the pose. Take an inhale, slowly look up, and then slowly just begin to walk the hands back. If you'd like to hold this pose longer, you can pause the video and hold the pose longer. No problem. From here, come into tabletop, bring the knees back together, and then you can either sit onto one hip or find your way onto your bottom. And if you are sitting in a chair, have the legs out in front of you with the feet, the soles of the feet together, and just let the knees fall open. Have your pillow or your blanket available to hug onto. And we're moving into butterfly or Baddha Konasana pose. This pose is really good for opening up the hips and the inner thighs. So here, with your blocks or with your pillows, your blankets, however you can get there, we're just going to take a nice lean forward. Take an inhale, and then on your exhale, deepen forward. Inhale, exhale, forward a little bit more. Inhale, exhale, until you find that space where you're comfortably uncomfortable. You may start to feel a sensation in the back of the thighs, the inner thighs. You can push the feet forward if you need a little bit more space in the hips. However you want to make this pose yours. I highly suggest propping yourself up. If you would like to put your blocks under the knees or blankets, pillows rolled up, that works too. And then I like to take my blocks and just put them in a T shape. Bringing the forehead down, and just letting it rest here. Letting the arms come out to just in front of the feet. We'll be here for 6 to 10 breaths. Each inhale, expanding, making space. And each exhale, sinking a little deeper into that space. back to the breath every time. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, slowly coming out of the pose. Giving your body time to adjust. Walking the hands up. Remove your props to the side. And then from here, we'll extend the legs out in front, nice and slow. Shake them out. Flex the feet, point the toes, wiggle out the arms. Get any fidgeting out here. So we move into our next pose, Paschimottanasana, which is a forward fold. So here, wiggle side to side, find your sit bones. Lengthen through the spine. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale, bring the arms up. Drop the shoulders, and on the exhale, just find a gentle fold until you start to feel the stretch in the back of the thighs and the lower back. And then go ahead and let the hands just slowly drop down. You can just hang out here if this is enough. If you want to go deeper, you can have your pillow, blanket. Just let the head go here or here. If you are sitting in a chair for this pose, the legs are extended out in front of you. You could use another chair for the legs to put the feet up onto and have a nice long extension of the legs. Or not, it's up to you. Hold on to your pillows and just let your body drape over your thighs. We're here for 6 to 10 breaths. You may notice that with each exhale, you're sinking a little bit deeper, finding a little more length. It takes time for the muscles and the fascia and the ligaments to warm up and extend. So give your body space and time. Be patient. Just a little side note, I noticed that I was flexing my toes towards the ceiling, which was creating more tension. So I just released the feet, and instantly I felt a little bit more relaxed. So something to notice about your body. When you're holding tension in one area, it can ripple effect all the way through to other areas. So just come back to the breath when you notice that and let everything soften. Take note of how you're feeling. Where are you holding tension? Roll the shoulders back and down. Lengthen through the spine. Roll out the neck. Just little half moons here, half circles. Inhaling to the side. And exhaling chin to chest. The feet back in. If you're sitting in a chair, just walk the feet back under the knees. Find that nice tall posture once again. Deep breath in and out. We'll close the practice with some nice long deep breaths. One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Take a deep breath in for 5 seconds. Hold at the top for 3, 2, 1. Release the breath for 5 seconds. Hold at the bottom for 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Deep breath in. Exhale. Crack your eyes open. Bring your hands to heart center. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through this Yin Yoga practice. This is just a very short practice. You can go ahead and extend this practice at home. Take it as long as you like. Add more poses to it. Maybe next time we'll do another video with some poses that are opening more of the front part of the body. Today was really based on forward folds. But I'd like to know, how did you feel? How did you do? Are you able to take this practice into your daily week or your weekly routine, however it is that you practice? Let us know in the comments, and I hope to see you next time. Have a good day, everybody.